Hello everyone, so today I'm going to film my kind of photocard organization, or like putting the photocards into my binder, and I'm also gonna change a few things in my binders, and I'm gonna answer some questions. I have all of them written in here. These are the questions that you asked over on my Instagram, and these are like very random. About my collection, about my Etsy store, and just like random life questions. So what we're gonna do first, so these are the photo cards that I have to put to my binder. Oh, sorry if you can hear my dog. She's on my bed, so and my window is open and she just hears stuff from outside. Then I also have these two, and I also have some of the BTS speaker self merch, which I'm not going to be putting all of this into my binder, only the Jungkook stuff, and the rest will be up for trade or sale in January, because I'm waiting for all of my friends to get theirs, and they bought the second batch of these items, so that's why it's not gonna be up for trade right now. But I have these, and then I also have some of the cover pages that I made. If you haven't seen that video and you're interested in seeing the process of me making these, I will link the video in the description. I'm gonna try to put it in the iCard as well, but I'm probably gonna forget because I do everything on my phone, and I don't know if there's an option to do that from the phone. So the link will be in the description if I remember to do that. But I also bought a new binder, which I'm not quite sure what I'm gonna do with that one, because I might either move my entire BTS collection to this binder, because currently BTS takes 2 binders for me, which is a little bit crazy, and then the third binder is just like the rest of the groups, so I might move either the entire BTS here or all the other groups. We'll see about that. We'll see if it's gonna fit all of the BTS stuff, because it's not the thickest binder, like the one that I have for like sorry oh, I'm sorry, I have for like all of the sleeves and everything is a lot thicker than this one, so we'll see how that goes. So let's just move these binders for now. I'm gonna leave BTS for the like last part of this video, because I have a lot of rearranging to do in that binder. Also, I hope my phone won't die, because it's on 46% currently, so I really hope it will be okay. So first I'm gonna I think I'm gonna first change the cover pages, and then I'm gonna put all of these photo cards into the binder. But the first question is, how many washi do you have? I have a whole box of washi tape. So let me just like remove all of the random stuff. So this is my washi tape basket or box or whatever. I have quite a bit of washi. There's like another layer on the bottom of that. But I'm just crazy about washi tape. I love washi so much. So whenever I see a cute one that I don't have, I just have to buy it. How big is your stationery collection? My collection is not super big. I mainly use washi tapes, and I also have some what do you call that, like the memo pads and memo sheets, and like sticky notes. And I have like some pens and brush pens and stuff like that, but I don't really use them that often. Like I used to use a lot of brush pens when like I had like a lot of journals and everything, but currently I'm not really keeping up with the journals that I have, so I don't really use them that much, and I don't really buy any new ones, although I need to buy a new... Why is this sleeve so dirty though? I think I'm gonna change it to a new one. But I don't really use the brush pens that much anymore, but I need to buy a new pink one because I just like pink and the one that I have from Tombow right now is a little bit too like the like, you know, that pinky pink. It's not like the cute baby pink kind of shade, but it's the more vibrant one, so it's like that, which I don't really like that much. That's why I want to change it. Also, these sleeves are weird, like they're from Ultra Pro and these are from Ultra Pro as well, and like the sticker is exactly the same, and the little like the brand name stamp thing, it's also exactly the same, but they're just different. Like they're really wrinky and they're just like really nice and smooth, and these are also a lot more reflective, I feel like. I don't know, I bought them from the same person, so I don't know what's going on. But yeah, I mostly have those things from stationery, but I do like stationery a lot, so that's why I do have quite a bit of things. But yeah, so the next question, what's your favorite stationery? My favorite stationery is, as I said already, washi tapes and also memo pads. I don't really like the sticky notes, but I do love memo pads a lot. What do you think about GOT7's comeback? The song is so catchy. When I first heard it on Music Bank, because that's usually where I find out about like all the new songs and everything, it's through Music Bank. And it was so catchy that I had to add it on my Spotify, to my Spotify playlist, and I just couldn't like not listen to it. I haven't heard the other songs though, so I'm gonna have to do that sometime soon. How many albums do you have? I actually sold quite a bit of albums that I had, so currently I have only the... Wait, what am I doing? Okay, like that. I only have all of BTS albums, all of Unflying albums, all of ateez albums, and I also have all of ICE albums. And from like the random ones that I left, I have Park Kyung's Notebook, and I also have wayv's first mini and second mini on the way. And I think I'm gonna try to buy Park Kyung's the other album that he released, but it's really hard to find. I haven't seen it anywhere, to be honest, apart from like one store that I don't really know if I should trust or not, because I never bought from them. But yeah, I'm gonna try to buy that one at some point. Oh my gosh, why is everything just falling out of here? So the next questions, will you be doing more than stickers in the future? I will. I'm currently working on some the raisin charms and stuff like that, but it's taking quite a long time because whenever I do something, it's not really looking exactly how I would like it to look. So it's taking a little bit of time to just like work on it and make it look presentable and sellable, because I don't want to sell just like random stuff. Also I bought, where is it? Oh my gosh, why am I losing everything? I'm such a mess, honestly. I swear to God, they were here a second ago. Okay. I also bought the Ultra Pro the color sleeve, and I bought the pink ones, which are actually more like a purple color, but you know. So I think I'm gonna use these as like the feelers for the places that are not like for any photo cards right now, and I think I'm gonna put them the back in the front. Oh my gosh, this is gonna take forever. I don't know if I like it though, because I kind of like these a lot more. I don't know. Also, why is it so wrinkly? I don't like it. I feel like my photo cards are going to be wrinkly. Do you have any plans for your store? As I said, I'm trying my best to finally release the resin charms. I also really want to do some button pins and maybe like the actual enamel pins sometime in the future, but it takes a lot of like resources. It's really expensive to make resin charms, and I just don't know if my store is at the level where I can actually think about it. I don't know if I'm gonna get enough people to like found the stuff, because I don't own that much money to just spend like that on something that I don't know if it's gonna be like successful. So I don't know. I'm also gonna do a lot more stickers, because like all of the playlist stickers for BTS, they're still not done, so I'm gonna have to work on that. How did you get that beautiful handwriting? Honestly, my handwriting is like a mess. Every letter is in a different place and it's very uneven, but thank you for saying so. When I was in primary school, my mom used to make me rewrite all of my like essays and stuff. I mean, not essays, but like, you know, when you have to write something. So primary school and secondary school, that was a time for me when my mom made me rewrite everything, the entire paper, just because like something was off or I made some mistakes. So that's why I've always liked rewriting notes. And in high school, I used to like rewrite the entire notebook just because I didn't like my handwriting anymore. And I used to change my handwriting so much during school. And just like overall, I really like writing. So also I'm gonna just like put the photo cards in this sleeve, because I feel like this one is too wrinkly and I'm just worried about the photo cards. So I used to rewrite all of the stuff a lot, and I just write a lot in general. I used to have a lot of journals and stuff like that, so I guess just practice. And sorry if you can hear the dog barking, it's my neighbor's dog, and my window is open, so that's why you can hear it. Next questions. Do you have any other concerts you want to go to? So this was asked about by a person who I met at the BTS concert at Wembley. And if you're watching this video, hello. I wish we could go to another BTS concert together, honestly. But I'm planning on going to the Day 6 concert in January, but the tickets are not like up for sale, so I don't know if I'll be able to get them, because I haven't seen any notification. I haven't checked the venue website, so I don't know what's going on with that. And I'm also planning on going to ateez concert, and I'm planning to go to 2 or 3 stops, because I just love ateez so much, honestly. I love them. Okay, I think that looks kind of nice. What was your first time doing journaling? My first time doing journaling was ages ago. It was in 2016, I think. when literally there was like 2 accounts on Instagram who had K-pop journals. Also, it's not like yeah, you didn't ask about like K-pop journal, but my K-pop journal I made when there was literally 2 people doing K-pop journals. So I like to consider myself kind of like the one of the first people who like showed the journal publicly. But for like normal journaling, not K-pop related, I've been keeping my personal journals ever since I was like 14 or 13. So ever since then, I used to have journals that I would write my personal stuff pretty much like every single day or every other day. So for me, like, journaling is a huge part of my life. I've been doing it literally for like 10 years now. So yeah, it's something I just like keep coming back to, even if I don't journal for a long time. I just somehow find myself journaling again after a while, because I just miss not doing it. I miss doing it. So yeah, it's been a while. Tips on time management. I am probably the worst person to ask about time management, just because I always have like huge plans for what I'm going to do in a day, and I just never do it. But I guess like the only tip I can give you, if you have a lot of stuff to do, try to like for me it always works, try to do the easiest stuff at first, because you know it's not going to take you a long time. But if you start with the hardest stuff, which take like a long time, you might not finish that one, and because of that you might not do the easier ones. So I would say just do the easier stuff first, and then move to the harder thing that you have to do, because that's when you can like focus a lot more on that one thing. Also take breaks, because that's really important. You should always take breaks. Never do like long studying sessions or whatever, like work sessions, because it's just not healthy, and your like what do you call that, like the focus attention span is just not the best after a long time. So yeah, just take breaks. Try to like do like how do I say that, like try to divide the work into sections, and just focus on one section at a time. Do you stand Stray Kids? I don't. I do know some of their songs, but just their music is not really my favorite type of music. Like there's a lot of like stronger songs and a lot of hip-hop, and I'm more on the like ballad side. So I do like some of their songs. I really like their song Elevator, and that's actually when I thought about collecting them. I even pre-ordered the first album, but it turned out that the seller never shipped it, so I just got my money back. And that's when I thought that I'm not actually that interested in buying their albums, because the other music is just not really my style. How do you decide what you want to collect? I am the worst person at deciding what to collect. As you can see, I collect a lot of different people from different groups, and if I had more money, I would honestly collect the entire group. Like for ateez, I would collect the entire group, and for where is that photocard? Why did I put it here? And I would also want to collect a lot of other grips. And oh my gosh, why do the outside environment has to be so loud? But as I said, I would love to collect a lot more than I collect, but I know that I don't want to be broke all the time. That's why I kind of cut out on a lot of grips and a lot of like photo cards as well. I used to collect the entire and flying, like the entire grip, but then I decided that I'm just going to keep Jaehyun and Hwasung because, like, with the newest release, there's so many things to collect that I just don't want to go for that, I guess. Oh, sorry. Sorry, someone was like at the door and I had to let my dog out because she was going crazy. But where was I? Yeah, so I with like Unflying's new comeback, when there's so many things to collect, I decided I just can't go for that. So I got my collection. I also sold a lot of albums. I used to collect a lot of different groups, but then I just kept like BTS and Flying, ateez and ateez. But yeah, I'm falling for different groups quite easily, and I always want to support them because I just love supporting the artists. But I know I can't do it, so I had to cut my collection by a lot. So this is not Next question. Your favorite merch item. I'm assuming this is about the merch that I own, so I'm gonna say it's probably the BTS premium photos. I really like these. These are really pretty. I have Jungkook's from the, what was it? Like the flower one. Was it from like the, oh my gosh, I totally forgot. It's not Wings. It wasn't. Was it for like the first Love Yourself concerts, I think? And then I have the one for the Love Yourself tour. When I went to Wembley, and then I have his Pick Yourself premium photo. And I kind of want the Wings one as well, but it's really expensive and it's hard to find. So I don't know how that's gonna go. But apart from that, I think that my favorite part of my collection, so like the merch item that I sorry, that I do collect the most are photo cards, because I just love photo cards a lot. Also, I put that wrong to the night. This is the A version. Where is it? I'm sorry, my throat just hurts a lot recently. I don't know why. I guess I'm just singing too much at home. But yeah, that's my favorite merch, like the premium photos or photo cards. What stationery do you use? I already kind of answered that question, so I use mostly washi tapes and memo pads and oh my gosh, sorry. Memo pads and washi tapes, and that's, I think, everything that I use, or like mostly what I use. Oh my gosh, can that dog just shut up? It's honestly so annoying because he's always barking, literally all the time. I have this photo card on the way, so let me just mark that. Any tips on starting a K-pop or not journal? With oh my gosh, I don't know how many more questions I'm gonna be able to answer because of my throat. But I guess with starting any journal, you don't really need because a lot of people think that they need like all the fancy stuff, like fancy pens or washi tapes or memo pads or whatever. But honestly, the most important thing of journaling is what you're going to write in your journal. So in my opinion, why do I have this one here? I think I wanted to put the group photo cards here, but I'm just gonna keep them in the front. So let me just put all of the ones that I pulled from my albums, because I'm not sure if I'm gonna sell these or if I'm gonna keep these and maybe collect more members in the future. I don't know, we'll see. Wait, how many I have? 2, 6. Okay, so I'd say that just do it. Like, honestly, you don't need any fancy stuff to start a journal. You just need to know what you're gonna write in your journal, and like try not to look what other people do, and try to make it your own journal. So obviously you can look like for inspiration and everything, but just because someone is journaling that way doesn't mean you have to do it as well. It's important to focus on what you want to express in your journal, what you want to write about, and you should focus on that and just do it. Like, honestly, just go for it. Find also a notebook that you're going to like, because for me, I change my journals a lot because I can't really find the perfect one. Like, there's always something wrong with the journals that I have, and I think I'm gonna put this one in front as well, just because that's kind of like the Sun and section. So I'm gonna put that one here at the end. Okay, so this is how it's looking right now. I think I like it a lot. So here we have the group cards, the like random cards that are in the albums, and then my original pulls, which by the way can be up for trade for the Sun and cards that I'm missing. So I'm missing Sun's first, I think I have his second one. So I'm missing his Treasure Part 1, and I'm missing his Treasure Part 3 wayv photo card. And for I'm missing Treasure Part 1, Part 2, the Part 3 wayv. Yeah, and that's everything. So these can be up for trade for any of the ones that I'm missing. Any tips on starting pen paling? Find someone. There's like a lot of Instagram accounts that help to find people to just like pen pal with, and there's a lot of people who try to find pen pals as well. So you should definitely try to look for it, for a pen pal like that if you don't know any people who would be interested in pen paling with you. Oh my gosh, what am I doing? And if you know someone, or like your friend from a different country, just ask them if they would be interested in exchanging letters. For me personally, I feel like the letter is the most important part, so I wouldn't really focus on like the like washi tapes and like the freebies or whatever you want to call them too much, just because that's like not the main part of the letter. Although I know that some people send a lot of these stuff, which I do appreciate. A lot of my pen pals also send a lot of stuff. I try my best to send as many as I am able to as well, but I just don't want to make it like the main part of it. So that's why I kind of try my best to focus on the letter part the most, and just write the letter to that person if you find it. Or if you have like Instagram account, you can also put on your story that you are looking for a pen pal. It also depends on like if you want a K-pop pen pal, or if you want like I don't know, maybe you're both into anime and want to like exchange stuff more related to that, or if you, for example, want to wait, what am I doing? That wasn't supposed to be there. Although I don't know what I want to do. I think I want to move this one to like the group section as well, and then just keep, even though I have like Jaehyun here as well, but I feel like these full sets just look nicer together. And then I'm gonna have the rest, so I'm gonna change these into the pink sleeves that I have. Also, yeah, it depends like what kind of pen pal you're looking for, and also if you're willing to like do international letters, or if you're searching for someone in your country. But as I said, there's like a lot of Instagram accounts that help to find pen pals, so I would try to look for it through that if you can't find anyone on your own. How did you start your YouTube channel? I started my YouTube channel a long time ago, honestly, but first I wanted to have a K-pop journaling channel, but then I got into collecting, so I actually started doing like some unboxings and hauls and everything, but everything I do on my channel is K-pop related. So I've been just really enjoying that, and I feel like there's so many new K-pop accounts these days that it might get a little bit overwhelming. But at the beginning when I started, there was like probably like 10 different accounts that would do journal related stuff. Also I'm gonna move that as well, and I think I'm gonna move this one as well, or maybe not. I don't know what to do. Because we have that one and that one. So I kind of want to move this somewhere else. Oh my gosh, I think I'm just gonna close the window because that dog is so annoying. And then I'm literally gonna scream. So wait a second. Okay, I'm back. I hope that's a lot better now. So what was I saying? Oh my gosh, I always forget what I said. I think I'm gonna move this at the front with that as well, and then I think I'm gonna put the free pocket sleeve in here, and I'm gonna put that in here. So you have Jaehyun, and then we have Hwaseungi. Like this. I feel like I like it a lot more this way. And then I can put the group cards and the random stuff like stickers in here. So we're gonna have the page with like the signed cards, and then this is from Hwaseung's soundtrack album for the Hwayugi, I think it's called Hwayugi, and then this is his collaboration album, and then this is his Wow Cafe photocard, and I have this is the broadcast card, and this is like the album card but signed. So I think I'm just gonna keep it here, and then I have the album photocards. that both of them were in that release, if that makes sense. So for the for the releases before Hwasong joined and Flying, I keep the full sets apart from like the Jaehyun Lonely card, because I have only the signed version. I don't have the normal album one. And I'm gonna have Jaehyun and then Hwasong. And then these are the bookmarks from Spring Memories. And then I have Hwasong's diary page. Which finally makes this complete. Thank you to a person on Instagram. I don't remember your username, but thank you so much for letting me adopt that one. Then I have the postcards from Spring Memories, and then I don't know what to do with these because they are quite an like awkward size, and I don't really like them here. I think if I'm gonna keep them here, I think I want to change the sleeves into a different 4-pocket sleeve, because I have two types. These are like really thick, and these are like a lot thinner, and just I prefer these, honestly. Even though these thicker ones give you a lot more protection, I just prefer this type a lot more. I'm gonna move these into this one. Not for the group photos. I think I'm gonna move these to that other binder as well, and the posters as well, and the Taiwanese stuff as well. So the next questions is cereal or milk first. Okay, so I eat cereals in two different ways. The first one is with cold milk, and the other one is with warm milk. And when I eat them with a cold milk, I put cereal first and then the milk. But when I do the warm milk, I put the milk first, so I can use microwave to warm it up in the same bowl, instead of like cooking it on the stove or whatever. And then I put cereals in, although I prefer putting the cereal first. So yeah, that's my answer. Pineapple on pizza. I do like pineapples on pizza a lot. Actually, like the Hawaiian pizza is one of my favorite pizzas. So yes, definitely love pineapples. Let me know in the comments though, because I know like this is a very controversial, I want to say. So yeah, let me know. The next question: when is your birthday? What got you into K-pop? My birthday is April 4th, so it's 4/4. And what got me into K-pop was it was like very random, because I used to be in J-pop a lot, and I used to learn Japanese and everything, and I watched a lot of anime in middle school and at the beginning of high school. And one day I accidentally listened to BTS's I Need You, and I didn't even know like it was K-pop or it was Korean or whatever, because I've never really heard anything. Like I used to, like I heard like Gangnam Style and I heard about Psy, but I didn't know he was Korean. So I just never really like was interested in it, I guess. But then I heard I Need You, and I thought it was a really nice song, and I really enjoyed it, but I never really checked the group out. So it was like, I think around 2015, the end of 2015 or the beginning of 2016, when I first heard that song. But because I never really checked it out, I was still like listening to J-pop and everything, and then suddenly I saw on my YouTube recommended page the music video for Fire in 2016. So probably it was like when it was released first. And I watched it and I fell in love, and I watched a lot more music videos of BTS and like other groups and everything, but I really fallen for BTS. So that was my kind of like beginning with K-pop. How did you find out about ateez? My friend, if you're watching this, Debbie, hello. Thank you for introducing me to ateez. My friend said that she was like really into that new group and she really enjoyed their music, and I was like, oh, I'm actually looking for a new group to collect, and I was considering NCT first because I really enjoyed listening to them. But then I felt like there's so many members and I don't really know anything about NCT, so I might as well just check a new group out. And I saw a lot of people from the people that I collect were into ateez these days, so I thought that I would just check it out. Like honestly, she sent me some videos and like introduced me the members and told me like everything about them, like some facts and stuff and like birthdays and everything. And when I first listened to their music, I literally immediately fell in love with them, and I still love them a lot. Like still love them, like obviously I do love them a lot, but I've never fallen for a group this fast as I did with ateez. So I guess there's just something really special about them, and I'm really happy that they're doing really well, and I hope they're gonna be doing a lot better in the future, because they kind of like became my second old group, I want to say. Also, where should I put these? Should I keep the stickers together and then put the posters here, or maybe put the posters like here at the end? Because they're kind of big and I don't really like them here, to be honest. Yeah, I think I'm gonna put them here between these two. At least for now. We'll see in the future. Maybe I'm gonna change that. And then the Taiwanese stuff at the end. Also, why is it like that? I don't like it. Will it fit into one of these? Oh, it will. That's great. Actually, what am I doing? I need to put these as well. So, after she sent me like all of the videos with ateez, I started listening to all of their songs and watching like all of the different videos, and I just fell for them. So thank you so much for introducing me to ateez. That was the best thing that happened to me recently, and I'm very grateful for that. BTS or Twice? I'm gonna say BTS just because I'm not super familiar with Twice. Like I do know all of their title tracks, but I don't really know much more about them. Like I don't really know them as people. And with BTS, like I've been into BTS for a long time now. I mean, not that long, but like it's been 3 years already, so it's been quite a while. So I'm just like more familiar with them, I guess. That's why I'm gonna say it's BTS and not Twice. I think my dog wants to come in. Okay, I got my dog. So she, oh sorry, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, she's just going to sleep. The next question, do you stan any girl groups? I wouldn't say I stan any girl groups, but I do like G-Idol a lot, or Idol, or whatever you want to call them. I really got into ateez a lot recently. I really enjoy their music. I also really like Cherry Bullet, and I really like Twice's title tracks, but as I said, I don't really know much about them. And I think that's everything for like the girl groups that I do listen to, at least from what I can think of. I'm sure I'm missing someone that I enjoy a lot. I don't know. Okay, let me put that actually here at the back, and these as well. Because this is the packaging for the Taiwanese postcard, so I just kind of want to keep it. How do you make your stickers? Well, I guess I'm like any other person that ever shown that on YouTube. I do all of my artwork in Procreate on my iPad, and then like I prepare the entire page and I just print it on a sticker paper, but I don't print it from my iPad because the quality is like very messy. I don't like it, so I transfer all the like pages in PNG to my computer, and then I print it from my computer, and I use a inkjet printer, and I just print them on a glossy sticker paper, and I cut them all by hand. So I guess that's everything I do with these stickers, to be honest. Okay, let me now change these. Because I do like them, like they're really pretty pages, really pretty paper. But I kind of want to keep it consistent, so I'm just gonna change it all to these. The next questions, why did you start a sticker shop and how? I started my sticker shop because I love BTS. Is that a good reason? I've always really wanted to sell my stickers, but first when I had like one attempt before in the past, but it was just not really going anywhere, because I thought I would sell the stickers on my Instagram, and I was really inspired by, I can't remember her username now, but that person was making like really cute characters. Was it like Paper Kumako or something like that? I'm probably pronouncing that totally wrong, but I'm sure you know who that person is. And I was really inspired by them, so I thought that I would give it a shot as well, but it was just not going anywhere, and I didn't really want to continue. And then I kind of left that store and never really went back to it up until when I decided that I really want to just do something K-pop related and something BTS related. And that's how I started my sticker store. I first started selling stuff on my Instagram, but then I thought that it's not really the best option, so I made an account or made a store on Picardo. But then I thought that's also not really doing anything because there's not much exposure to like all of the people, and I decided to go with Etsy because like the fees are I don't like the fees. Like their PayPal, not PayPal, Etsy is taking like 20% of what I make on, also I need to change the sleeve, like 20% of what I make, sometimes even more than 20. So I don't really like it, but at the same time they just give you like a lot of exposure to a potential clients, potential customers, which is great. Like honestly, most of my sales come from what people found when people found me on Etsy. So I do appreciate that a lot, and I think it kind of makes up for the high prices, high prices of fees. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And that was actually the last question. So I'm just gonna, I guess, talk through what I make in here. So I decided to change these sleeves because these are the side, like the side loaded, I think they're called, and I don't really like them that much. I mean, if I had like all of them changed into the side loaded sleeves, I would like it a lot more than when it's just like 2 random sleeves. I do have like 5 of them, I think, because I bought them just to check if I'm gonna like them, but I'm not a fan, to be honest, which is okay. Wait, do they have something in the back? Oh, I don't think I like these bags, so I think I'm just gonna use these instead. And put them like that. Because they're really thin and I don't like how they sit in the binder, in the 9-pocket sleeve, because you can see quite a lot what's going on, like on the sides of them. So I prefer the ones that you put the photo cards in from the top part and not from the side. Let me know like in the comments, because I really want to know what groups do you collect and what sleeves do you use, and if you prefer like seeing through the sleeves, so you leave like the empty pockets without anything, or do you absolutely hate it like I do and you like feel all of the spots, all of the pockets in the sleeve, just so you can't see what's going on like on the other side. Like this is driving me crazy. I would honestly sleeve all of my photo cards in like the colored, so it has like the solid color on this on the back, but I really like seeing the backs of the photo cards, so that's why I'm just gonna leave it as it is. But I do fill in all of the sleeves, all of the pockets, because I don't like leaving them like this. Even if that means I'm never gonna put any photo cards here, I'm just gonna keep it like that. So if you can see like background noises, my mom is being really loud because I think she's cleaning right now. Actually, I'm gonna put the photo cards in first. Oh no! Oh no, I folded it by accident. Okay. Also, if you have that photo card, that Jaehyun photo card from Lonely, and you're willing to let go of it, please let me know, because it's been ages since I started collecting and flying, and since I started looking for that photo card, and I still haven't found it. it just seems like it's not existing anywhere, which is making me mad because that's the last photo card that I'm missing from, I mean, apart from like the new album, because I'm missing a lot of things from the new album and I can't find them either, or when I do it's like crazy expensive, and honestly Flying never was an expensive group to collect. That's why I wanted to collect the entire group. Okay, so we have that is not where it should be. So we have this, and then we have this. I think, should I leave it like that, or should I put, I think I'm gonna put one of these in here, just so it's the same backing. So I'm gonna put that one. Oh, this is slightly too big. Oh, that's gonna be so annoying. I'm gonna just cut it out a little bit, I think. Oh, I think I knocked the tripod again. I'm sorry. And my battery is on like 19%, which is not the best. So I'm gonna try to get my power bank to continue filming, because this video is going to be really long, just because I have a lot of things to do in my binders. I might try to speed some parts up if I'm like not talking or doing something really boring. I don't know if you're gonna enjoy this video. Okay, so we're done with Flying, I think. But like for the most part, we are. I changed these. These are still incoming. I have this empty slot, but I think I'm just gonna leave it as it is. Then I have these, and then I have these, which are okay. And then I have the random section. I was going to make one for eyes, but I forgot. So here I'm just gonna change the white paper here at the back. I'm gonna put the photo cards. Oh, it's actually in a sleeve. I'm gonna put them into this kind of sleeve. Oh, and I need to change these as well. So take two of these. And let me take two of these as well. Oh, I always forget that this won't go through the other way, which is really annoying, but it's okay. So let's actually is it the same sleeve? I think it is. So I'm just gonna put all of these into the other sleeves, just because, as I said, I don't really like the side-loaded ones. So let's take this one out. sorry if I'm not really talking too much, and sorry for knocking the tripod again. But I'm just trying to like not get my throat to the state where I can't talk at all. So I think that looks a little bit better. And I'm just gonna fill in all of the empty spots with these. I'm kind of running out of these already because I ordered only 50 of these, and because I wasn't really sure if I'm gonna use them at all, but I kind of like the way it looks. I just wish there were a little bit more pink than purple. So that's all done, but the other thing that I wanted to do here is adding my NCT collection here. So we're gonna do some of the organization here as well. What was that for? Oh, that was the in flying, wasn't it? I'm gonna put it right there. I'm pretty sure this was for the anniversary cards. I might be wrong. So BTS is not for this binder, and the rest of the BTS is also not for this binder. I think I might actually divide this video into like the BTS one, where I'm gonna film it a little bit later or tomorrow, because it's getting a little bit dark already. And then for the other groups that I'm filming right now, but we'll see, because I feel like this video is so long already. I don't know if anyone would like to watch that, but I decided to first I wanted to collect only tail. That's why in the video where I make these, I made this to only NCT, but then I changed that into NCT 1 to 7 to collect tail, and then to Dream to collect Haetan, and then to Wavy to collect 10. I love this photo of 10, so that's why it's gonna be here. And then I'm gonna need, I think, 4 sleeves for that. And 4 front as well. I feel like I'm using the wrong sleeves, not the ones that I wanted to use. I think I wanted to use these the entire time, but I just kept like taking the wrong ones. Okay, so for tail, we're also gonna do the fillers for these spots. So I don't know which version is which, to be honest. Does it say anywhere? Probably not. I'm gonna have to check that, but I'm just gonna put it like that for now, because this is the fire track version A and version B, but I don't know which one is which one. Then I'm gonna use the ones that I used for my ateez collection. Okay, I think that's all. So what I'm gonna do I'm gonna use these little ones, and I'm gonna write. I have like a little cheat sheet in here to put like where each photo card is going. So we have cherry, where do I feel like I misspelled cherry? And I have that one on the way. I think I'm gonna use this one. Oh no, why isn't it sticking? Why isn't it sticking? What's going on? Okay, let's just put it like that. And then we don't need this one anymore. And this is the empathy dream, and I kind of have it on the way, but not really. I mean, I'm betting on it. Hang on, sorry, my mom just wanted to interrupt me. So the dream one is going here. Oh, this is so uneven. I hate it. Oh no. Oh, why isn't it sticking? That's so annoying. Okay, and I have the reality version right there. And then we have the regular. And this is the regular, which I have on the way. So let's just put that one in here. The irregular, regulate, and superhuman. And I have the irregular on the way as well. And I'm gonna miss two spots. I'm gonna have to use a different one, which is gonna be driving me crazy, but that's okay. So then we have regulate. And we also have superhuman. And they have regulate on its way as well. If you're selling the superhuman photo card for a good price, and by a good price I mean for, let's say, $7.50 shipped or less, let me know, because I all of my NCT photo cards that I bought, I paid around $5 to $6 per photo card shipped, which is why I don't want to spend a lot of money on these. Hence why I'm waiting for good deals instead of just buying the photo cards, because they're pretty easy to get, like all of them, but I just don't want to pay a lot. So I'm missing the Empathy Dream version and Superhuman, but hopefully I will get the Empathy soon. So that's it for Teo. I don't know why these don't stick, to be honest. Now for NCT Dream, and I also, if you haven't noticed, I'm not collecting the circle cards because I really just don't like them. And I just collect the album photo cards, like the standard size album photo cards. I'm not sure about the postcards, but yeah. Then for Haechan, he has a lot of photo cards, and I'm gonna keep his NCT 127 and NCT Dream in one section. I'm not gonna do two different sections for these. Also, my phone is dying. I need to get the charger. Okay, I got my power bank. I hope that's gonna be enough. So for Haechan, I'm gonna need 2 sleeves because that boy has a lot of photo cards. But Haechan is not gonna be a priority of mine to collect. Also, do I have enough of these? Okay. So let's do I think I'm gonna use these for Haechan. So for Haechan we have Fire Track A, these are a little bit longer than the previous ones that I was using. I don't know if I should sleeve these as well, because I kind of feel like they're gonna fall out of here, but it's not gonna fit. Yeah, that's just not gonna fit. It's okay, I'm just gonna put it like that. Actually, I think I'm gonna take it out because it's gonna be easier to put the photo card in. Like put the placeholder, and then there's Fire Track B. Fire Track B. The first. And then we have Cherry Bomb. Which I have on the way. Then we have Young, and I feel like I'm missing the Crow card. I don't know if I'm gonna get it. We'll see about that. But then we have the Empathy Reality. Oh, my dog is crying again. She's such a baby, honestly. She's crying without reasons whenever she wants something. Instead of like, because some dogs are really smart and they would show you what they want, but she would just like stand next to you and cry until you like figure out what it is that she wants. So I think I'm gonna let her out of the room. Empathy dream. Okay, I'm gonna let the dog out of my room just so she can like do whatever she wants. Okay, so the next one is we go up. Oh, I'm not missing the crow card. It is still here. It's like written here on my little cheat sheet. We go up. I'm just gonna write like PC, and I have that one on the way. And then we go up. Crew card. I hope I spelled that right. Oh, and now she's gonna bark because she probably hears something. So next we have the regular and irregular. I don't know which one is which one though, so that's gonna be a little tricky. I'm gonna have to figure that out. And then we have the, I don't know if you can see what I'm doing actually. I hope you can. So you have the regular, irregular, irregular version. And then the next one is regulate. It's so uneven, but it's okay. I think I'm gonna use these because I'm out of the pretty ones. So we have superhuman. And Weeboom. So for Weeboom we have the Wee and Boom version. I think that's what they're called. And Boom version. Okay, let me just put all of that into the sleeves. So that's one page. So now for wavy, I'm collecting 10, and as like I did with Hetan, I'm not gonna kind of divide these two into different sections. I'm just gonna put every all of his photo cards in one on one page. So we're gonna have Okay, so I think I'm done with this binder, and it's kind of full right now, so I don't know if I'm gonna use the new binder to store these or if I'm gonna leave it as it is. But now we have to move to the BTS binder, which I think I'm not gonna update now, because this video is already super long and I don't want you to like stay here for 4 hours with me and just updating the binders. So I'm gonna divide this video into 2 parts, and the second part will be just updating the BTS binder, which isn't that much work, but I do have to change some stuff in that binder and put these babies away, so I'm gonna do that tomorrow. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it wasn't too boring and I hope you enjoyed it, and I see you in my next one. Bye.